I've won and lost against the best. This old road's been a hell of a test. I'm still driving, I ain't slowing down. There's rules I'd love to break and bend, mistakes I've made again and again. But I tell you this, my friends, I'm still around. I hit it hard, man, so far, man. No laying up, no holding back. Ain't afraid of nothing, it's a natural fact. I hit it long, man, till it's gone, man. Keep taking chances, living large. I hit it hard.
Back to another episode of Average Goats. Today is going to be Season 1, Episode 8. As always, I'm Pappy, and I'm joined by the Hanger Brothers once again. How you guys doing today?
Could be better if the weather was a little bit warmer on a league day, but we're here talking golf.
Well, it is April, so this does happen, boys.
Always take that.
True, but
Yeah.
Tuesday was like, man, this is what it should be like.
It could be snowing.
Yeah, Tuesday was perfect.
It was pretty nice out there, and man, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I've ever seen a golf course that crowded. I've never seen a private course that crowded on a Tuesday.
On a
was
Tuesday.
insane.
Yeah, it was packed.
It was packed. We had it was ladies' opening day, and
Carts
there
going
was
everywhere.
allegedly some celebrity sightings. We're not going to say the names, but
I heard that as well.
pretty crazy out there. There were a couple of groups as well. It was pretty nuts out there Tuesday.
It looked like it was a great turnout for Ladies' Day. I'm glad they had the good weather to get.
It was.
Went past there early in the day, and it looked busy.
It was, and I think they had fun. They did a little 9-hole scramble to kick it off, and then they all broke bread and drank wine, and
Yep.
looked like they had a good time out on the patio.
I think they've grown that Ladies' League quite a bit the last few years and have a pretty good number in there.
I think they had 30 people, 30 ladies that signed up for opening day. Usually it's around like 14,
It's a pretty good number.
so at the Ush.
Very good to see. Well, last weekend we had a little treat with the Zurich Classic down there. What did I say last week, Mike? Remember? Laissez le bon temps rouler. What does it mean?
Let them roll.
Let the good times roll.
There you go.
Correct. And it was good times with Team Mullet, with Cam Smith and Mr. Leishman comes out on Saturday with the fake mullet, and then on Sunday they had walk-up music at the Zurich. We'll talk about music a lot in this episode, but he come out to a mullet song for them to tee off to on Sunday as they're with the leaders getting ready to try to win a tournament. What did you guys think of the tournament? I had a lot of fun watching it.
I like the whole atmosphere of it. I like the team event. We don't see that outside. I like the Ryder Cup or the President's Cup. I think the mullet that Leishman had on looked more like the captain from Hook. His hairdo in the show Hook. It didn't really look like a mullet.
I actually thought he looked like Joe Dirt.
Yes.
Joe Dirté, it's French.
He did look like a little like dirt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yurte.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that stuff's cool.
Joe Dirt.
I like Leishman though. I think he's a fun dude. He isn't afraid to talk about drinking a beer or grabbing a beer, which I think is cool. Some of those guys shy away from that kind of stuff, but he's a good guy. And we got to see the little clip of him tending to his yard.
Oh yeah,
right?
he is Mr. Turfy for sure. He likes to mow his yard with bare feet.
Yeah. So, gets home, he says, kicks his shoes off, grabs a beer, and mows.
I like the wife in the interviews. She's like, the bags get thrown. When we come back from vacation, the bags get thrown in the front door. Within 2 minutes, his feet are off, and he's out mowing his grass.
Yeah. It's
Man,
interesting that a guy like that wouldn't even probably be, you wouldn't think he's cutting his own grass, and here he is mowing it multiple times, multiple different mower types, You would know more about the mower types.
I think a lot of those guys actually, I think more than we would ever know, enjoy doing some of the stuff
like that.
themselves. I mean,
Varner.
Greg Norman cut his arm off with a chainsaw for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And Varner a couple years ago or a few years ago, after he almost won the tournament Monday,
Like
flew
5 in the
back
morning.
home- flew back home and mowed his parents' yard or something like
Yeah,
that.
5 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, he's mowing his parents' yard. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, the Zurich was good. My guys played well, but not well enough that I picked. Would I take Watson and I forget who his guy was, but they didn't get the job done.
It was a really back and forth. It was really good on Sunday between them, Cam Smith and Leishman versus Louis Oosthuizen
Yep.
and Charles Schwartzel coming down to the end. The 16th hole, I sent a text to you guys about
what happened? What transpired?
Smith drives into the water, and they had to take relief, and Leishman ends up chipping in for birdie. I mean, it was just insane. But
The drop was pretty generous.
the drop was weird with like the club length or 2 club lengths from the penalty area, and you're not supposed to go close to the hole.
And then
I
he
don't-
kept picking it up.
Yeah, that whole thing, and there was no official.
I thought once you took your fingers off of it, barring it's not like
This
No, I thought you had to pull your tees up or whatever to make sure you're in the area, right?
This drop brings to mind a question. So whenever you're ready for that, I got a question related to a drop. Not this one, but something else.
Well, I need
Good
to know.
time?
I need to know now. Yeah,
All right.
you made us stop talking. Let's hear
Sorry.
it.
League last
number 9.
Thursday.
Oh, gee.
Right
We already
bunker.
talked about it.
Where's the drop?
In what?
Where are you taking relief out of that bunker right now? Ground under repair.
Your closest point of relief, no nearer to the hole.
It's
I mean, that's just
questionable.
tricky.
We should almost put a drop area right there. Drop circle.
No, the superintendent should get off his lazy ass and fix it the right way.
No.
I get it. We'll get
No.
on.
No, stop.
We'll get
No,
on- we'll get on
I
it
have
right
a
away.
hard time.
You already got
with
my
that
favorite
ball
bunker fixed.
with being able to take relief there and having a putter in hand. It was just
It's just one of those things. Like, same thing on me happened on number 1. I hit it long on my chip. I had like this funky chip shot from over by the pond, and there's that tree over there. So I had to play like this bump and run from 50 yards. Gets onto the front of the green, gets scooted, and it rolls all the way through. Well, when I took my relief from the penalty area, but I was going away from the hole, it got me on the fringe. So I was able to do the same thing. And
yeah.
so
Yeah, it's just taking advantage of the
it's rules of
rules.
golf. Once
Yeah,
in a while,
I know.
man.
It's just-
but don't worry,
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'll talk to the superintendent personally and get him off his lazy ass to fix that bunker for you.
Supposedly the bunker on hole 16.
Well, if I was a
green's
smart
been
man, I would have aimed for the bunker, knowing that, But
That's
what-
what they say. You got to use the rules to your advantage.
Yeah.
You hear that in coverage sometimes on
yeah,
TV. So
for sure.
But yeah, that drop on 16 was pretty generous.
it just looked like when he was doing his club length, it looked like he was going more to the middle of the green. I don't know. It just didn't look.
It looked
Maybe
like
it was
he-
the cameraman. I don't know.
It looked like he was going up towards the pin versus, parallel or back.
I didn't see it. So was there a rules official there with him while they were doing this, or no?
That's what the weird part
No.
about was it. And he was being very abrupt and swift with it. But the thing about you were talking about, he kept touching it. He had already tried. I think the rule because he tried to drop it twice.
Yeah.
And can we say something? They need to change that rule again.
From the knee?
We all look like squatting dogs taking
Yeah.
shits out there, and it's like, let's go back to the old thing where you drop it over your back or something. I don't
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah, I don't like to drop from the knee.
no. Then you get these people crouching down.
The
Yeah, they're
caddies.
trying to get super low,
Yeah.
just to.
Well, then you got to have especially on that drop where you got such a severe slope and you got the caddy having to stand down by the water. It's just like, it's not going to stay there the first 2 times they drop it. So.
Right. We don't have to pitch all 4 times but then again, I thought it wasn't going to do
Intentional
that.
walk,
You
yeah.
might as well just do it that way. It's 2 drops and just move on. But so I think after the 2 drops, he's placing it and the ball's still kind of oscillating. So it was weird. But just when he took the tee out and marked it by the penalty area line, and then start going with the club and put his other tee down, I was just like, that doesn't look right at all. So that's why I was texting you guys. But I thought it was a pretty cool tournament. So here to wrap this up though, real quickly, would you like to see more tournaments follow this format? I'm not saying like every other week, but maybe we get another one. I think this would be fun in the fall series too, when you kind of
Yeah.
get to that part of the year when people
Winding
stop
down.
watching.
Yeah, I think it could be definitely maybe one more, maybe not 2 more, but one more event that's like a team event, to have a little bit more fun with the guys. I think that's a good timing later in the year when people are like,
I'd also like to see an event where it's and this is crazy because if they pulled it off, they would make so much money on it. It would be insane. But almost like a collegiate national championship. Go get 5-man teams.
Yeah.
And play it out over a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and let them pick their teams. Or you could have like Team Titleist versus Team Nike versus TaylorMade versus Adidas and just play it out. And then
I mean, granted, it would take a long time, but it would be pretty cool if they did it like a lottery of some sort, or like you picked your captains, in an event like that, but you picked how many ever captains for your 5-man teams, and then they went through and picked their teams.
I think, again, that's a great idea. They want to do this pot of money and give it to the special people that bring in the more money or whatever. Golf has always been about earning it. So like you're saying, let's take the top 40.
Yeah.
Do 2 20-man teams and do like some of these other leagues are doing in their all-star games and pick captains out of that pool.
Yep.
Pick the teams Wednesday night. Thursday, they hit the ground running for a tournament for the whole weekend.
I think it would be cool. It would be very interesting to see who guys pick.
Right.
You know, and then who's available, and
Right.
then, you know.
Do you go Buddy, or do you go for the guy that's been playing
Correct.
hot
Yeah,
in the fall?
exactly.
Yeah, would it be like you're in elementary school and you're picking your dodgeball team, or
Well, if you're picking dodgeball, me and John Daly would be last, right?
How about John Daly, man?
that looked
He's letting that beard.
crazy?
55-year-old birthday.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
How's his health lately? Has anybody heard an update on that? I have not seen anything.
I think he's doing better. I just saw a video of him. They videotaped him watching like the highlight reel of him at the PGA Championship down at Crooked Stick. I see your hat there, and but he's watching it with his son, Little John. So
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. I was watching some of that, but
That kid can bang the ball for
yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah.
How old
Yeah.
is he now?
I think he's 15.
I think-
Oh, he's a little
Yeah,
older than
I
that,
think
isn't
he already took an offer to go to Arkansas.
Yeah,
Did
so
he?
he's got
Okay.
He's 14 or so.
But
I was gonna say he's got to be getting close to where we're gonna see him playing more and more golf.
getting pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see it in a couple more of these team events. I think 2 more wouldn't over dilute it.
Yeah.
Like I said, maybe fall another one in December. I don't know, but they could figure it out. And like I said, they're always trying to get more golfers and make golf more fun for the viewers. We just came up with 3 ideas right there.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
would
and
be
they
pretty cool.
and they had a poll out there on Thursday or Friday, putting it to the pros of asking them if they wanted all 4 days to be alternate shot, or if they just wanted to keep it the way that it was with switching off. And there's a little bit of mixed reviews on who wanted to do it and who was kind of
I think alternate shot the whole time would be cool.
pissy about it.
I think it would just get no. I kind of like how it's like one day it's one where they're
4
going
ball?
stupid low. Yeah, 4 ball.
That's what most of the guys that were
2 ball.
against it were like, you can
Low
you
balls.
can recover.
Right.
With
But
the
I like-
4
I-
ball, the best ball format.
Yeah.
I still think a 2-man scramble would be fun.
That would be cool.
Let them go super low on Friday. You know, you get off work on Friday and then you go on there and someone's, going to shoot 58 as a team. I mean, that would be more fun.
Yeah.
But
You mentioned that pot of money that just briefly threw that out there. I
Yeah.
liked Justin Thomas. His comment was like, "I'm not out here for a popularity contest. I'm here to win tournaments."
Yeah.
So
Right.
just threw that in there.
But
'cause
he's
yeah,
not. He's not going to deposit the check when he
Oh,
gets
I'm
one
sure
thing
he'll
there.
take the monies, right?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
It's no. This is like the guys
How
that go
noble
to,
of him.
the guys that go to Dubai
Yeah.
or wherever for $2 or $3 million or more, and it's a nice check.
Right, but they were there to win the Dubai Classic rather than play Pebble Beach or
Yeah.
exactly. They're all full of shit. It's about the money. Don't let them fool you. Anyways, this week we got it on in the background right now. It's the Valspar Championship, and what are you guys liking? Who are you liking for this tournament, and what are you looking forward to watching some golf this weekend?
I like this golf course. I think it plays well. It's
Snake Pit, right?
Yeah, I think it's plays well. You can play it multiple ways off the tee. You don't have to hit driver and bang it everywhere.
It's pretty tight, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of
I saw Phil in the early round coverage off the fairways quite
par
a bit.
threes are pretty tough. They're pretty long, I think.
Yeah.
Just a lot of shot making, I think, on this golf course.
Paul Casey has this place's number. I mean, he's
Phil.
playing well today. He's they didn't play it in 2020, but he was the winner in 18 and 19.
It's
So-
a pretty stacked field.
But he's a solid iron player, so that's hit it straight. He can hit that long iron pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, you got DJ in the field, JT, Phil, Hovland, Neiman, Kokrak, Paul Casey, and just to name a few. But the field looks pretty stacked. I think it'll be a good tournament.
Yeah, and they said it's playing real tough today, this morning.
There's
Even
a,
though
there's a
Bradley
lot
went
of
7 under,
it
but
seems like there's a lot of troubles off of tees where you don't notice it until you hit it into it.
This is one of those courses where I think I'd be saying, man, if I could play this about 6-7 times and know,
Figure it out.
Yeah.
yeah, agreeing with what you're saying.
how much do you love that? You go play. This reminds me of a time when I played
One time in band
Rock
camp?
Hollow with Joel. This is my first time playing Rock Hollow.
Great
Joel
course.
is technically a member there at this time because he lived over that way.
Wow.
And I get off to a pretty solid start playing good golf. I'm into the shots, rather than slamming beers at the time. So you're wanting to know where things are, right? Okay, I can't see what's over this mound or what's over this hill, all this shit. And I forget what is that, 7 or 8 you come up to, and it's kind of dogleg left, water
All the
along the whole left side.
Can't
and
go
out
hit
to
it
the right. You
straight.
can't hit it straight. So I'm asking Joel what's over there, and of course he says, "Oh, nothing, no big deal." And I
I didn't expect you to pump it 40 yards to the
absolutely
right.
hit a perfect ball, pounded a driver, and goes over the hill and gone into the water on the other side that he never mentions. So you talk about courses that you don't know what's coming until it's there. It's like, oh, go play a course with a guy that knows the course, and you ask him a question. Well, I didn't know that water was there. Well, I just fucking asked you. You know, I didn't know that bunker was there. I just asked you.
Never hit it over there.
But
Where's the trouble?
I agree with what Joel's saying, though. It is a nice course, and if you're a Northwest Indiana person, take the time and go down there and check
Rock?
it out.
Oh, it's a great course.
Yeah.
They also have a special going on.
I think the Indiana Open was there last year.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic golf course.
They also have a special going on of a stay and play right now. I just heard from my buddy over there.
Really?
So, yeah,
So where are you staying?
Tent?
a buddy's lodge.
Hmm.
So you can stay in the lodge. I don't remember what the rate was.
Like a Cedar Lake Airbnb type of thing?
No, it sleeps up to 20. So the buddy that owns the lodge, he has a deer hunting ranch as well. there.
Okay, so out of deer season, they're doing something like that
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool. I think you can do 2 rounds.
Average Goats Retreat, we thinking? Bring
I
out some
know.
of the fans with us, some cases of beer, play
I mean,
18, stay the night.
we have
play
to go
18.
play our first round somewhere, so let's go play golf somewhere.
I'm wanting to say, and I'm just shooting from the hip. I think it was like $99 for the stay in 1 round, and it was like $150 for a stay in 2 rounds.
That's a no-brainer.
You can't beat the rate at that golf course anyway. They don't
No.
charge much.
So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, but
Is Smith still running that place?
yeah,
Chris, right?
Smith family.
He's not really around.
Chris is around. I think he plays there quite a bit. But yeah, the whole Smith family runs and owns it. So
Does Chris Smith get into those PGA qualifier events to play in those for the PGA Championship, like Omar?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Omar, oh, man. You know, we're going to talk about that in a minute real quick.
I know, that's why I
Write
brought it up.
that.
You know
Write
what?
that down.
Write that down. That really grinds my gears.
I read an article this morning, that's why I brought it up. But
Yeah.
anyhow, we got a total rabbit hole there. But yeah, Rock
What's a
Hall's a good place.
Valspar.
Valspar? Valspar. Who we taking?
So, well,
so-
hold on. I just want to let you know, this is a par 71 course. He's got, how many assistants here? 1, 2, 2 assistants, equipment manager, 50 employees, and 15 volunteers to put this tournament on this week.
Tiger damn near won here
50.
in his comeback from that back
Hold on.
surgery.
Is my microphone? 50 employees for 18 holes.
That's a player.
2 assistants, an equipment manager, and a superintendent. Man,
That's impressive. Pornhub's better than RedTube? That's
probably
impressive.
they have more than one course, I'm sure. But anyways,
I think there's 36
a
there.
man can dream, right?
Yeah, but so they're putting what 2.5 guys a hole to do maintenance and stuff.
No,
Well, no,
Mo
I
and
think 2
different
guys
guys.
would be 36. So
I
Well,
think
2.5.
yeah, no, for tournaments like this,
mid-40s.
all kidding aside, when tournaments like this come to town, or like when I was at some of the other bigger tournaments I've been around, the amount of equipment that they bring in is insane.
Yeah.
Just for that event,
Insane, yeah.
so they can hit everything all at one time, basically
pretty
be done.
much.
Yeah, I mean, a U.S. Open will have easily over $1 million worth of just fairway mowers.
Just for
A US
that.
Open.
Wow.
For the weeks leading up to it. But
They basically, when you see the videos, they basically have one fairway and they cut the whole thing in one pass typically.
no, that's
Yeah,
that's
I mean, that's Augusta. That's
Anyway,
Augusta.
That's not no.
That's
Yeah.
Yuki. I see us doing that all the time.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. I guess our fairways are as wide as this table then.
That'd be cool.
Man, you think they complain about being in the rough all day now? So who are you liking this week, Mike?
Paul Casey.
All right.
I'd hit the laugh
Casey.
button if I knew which one it was, but
It's
Paul
the green
Casey.
one.
I guess Paul
That's what I
Casey's
thought
not
about
going
it.
to do so well.
That's what I thought about your. Well, no, you picked them. We know
Yeah,
he's not
because
going to do well.
I'm the cooler, right?
All right.
I would like to see DJ play well though, because I'd like to see him getting the game back in shape.
All right, Pappy, who you taking?
I'm going with I'm going with the total meatball story. I'm going with Mike Vasecki. We posted about this. It was a Monday qualifier. He won in a playoff, and he took the last spot, and he kind of broke down. And I looked him up, and he has just been like the consummate grinder.
Yes.
I wouldn't say journeyman yet because he's still young, but one of my buddies out from Maryland, when I posted a video responded and was like, when I first watched this video earlier today, I thought it was you for a split second. I was like, I wish I was that good looking as Mike for a second. But no, when he calls his dad and he's,
Our viewers don't know. They don't know what you look like.
right, and it's gonna stay that way. It doesn't look like him either, but he calls his dad, and you can just see the emotion of them grinding. Maybe I'll take Keegan Bradley, I guess, looking at the scoreboard, but.
You would.
Calls his dad, and he's we'll put mom on the phone. Oh, she's at the bank, and he finally Monday qualifies. So, likelihood will he make the cut? Probably not. But I'm picking him.
He birdied the first hole.
Oh, he's already played.
He birdied the first hole, and then last I saw, he was 2 over.
He's probably on the course now still, right?
It
is a cool story, though.
He should
So
just be finishing.
I'm gonna take him. I hope he makes the cut, and I'm gonna follow it all weekend long closely.
Well, his dad said, I'm crying too on the phone, which I think just shows the bond that they have together in this journey. Dad's had his back all along through his golf, and I think it's pretty cool.
It is cool. I mean, if I'm being honest, there's some people out there that are disillusioned that their sons are going to make it on the PGA Tour, their daughter's going to make it on the LPGA Tour, or any other sport when you see some of these families spending the money on
Johnny
club
football.
Sports. Johnny football. Well,
He's got 10 years.
he's got the 10-year plan now, too. He's going to make it on the tour, but what a waste of talent on the football field. Anyways,
He's advising the Aggies now, I think. Didn't I read they're seeking his input on the quarterback
For the
position?
golf team?
for the golf team, yeah. But it just seems like they stayed the process and they believed it. I don't know how to explain it, but watching that story, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
How old was he?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't either. I think he's younger than what he looks.
He's early 20s, isn't he?
Is he?
I think so.
Because, you would look at him and
His last start, he's made on his PGA profile, he's made like just over $4,000, and he made a cut. That's what was crazy to me. He made a cut in 2018 on the Korn Ferry Tour, finished T27, and made about $4,000. I thought it would have been more money for something like that on the Korn Ferry.
No.
The money really dips off after like the top few on that.
Yeah. But I would like more stories
Actually,
like that.
he's 27.
I wish they did a better 27, so he's still young. I wish they did a
shot
better.
3 over for the day.
I wish they did better highlighting that end of the year Korn Ferry Tour when these guys make their cards. They used to do this
Top
thing.
25. They
used to do this thing on Tour School. It was a special every year, and it came out like right after the new year. And it was to show you the new guys that were going to be on tour and the grind. It was about an hour episode, and Jimmy Roberts used to host it on NBC. I remember watching it every winter, and that was like, all right, now I got to start thinking of, when is the Masters, and I got to start thinking about the golf season.
Yeah.
And I like more than that. Like, I can watch, okay, yeah, everybody can watch DJ right now, teeing off, getting ready to hit a bomb. Great, cool. But the more, I don't need the superstar every week jammed down my throat
Freaking piss
anymore.
missile.
High cut
Yeah. Little slapdick fade.
Yeah, little, very little. That's what she said.
with a 3-1.
Yeah. But no.
Actually, it's hybrid.
Yeah, it's a cool story. I'm taking JT.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
All right. Wow. You guys went all chalk as usual. Okay. Cool. So pressing forward, we were talking about music on the golf course this week on social media, and that was to do with the Zurich did this walk-up music. So real quick before we get into your on-course preferences, let's say you had a walk-up song, like when you go to a baseball game, and Johan Moncada now at the White Sox. I just went to a game the other night, and he comes out to him singing Despacito or whatever it is, and it's awful. The third time he comes up, you're just like you want to rip your ears off. But what would be your
You're
song?
gonna put us on the spot.
Yes, what would be your walk-up song?
I don't know. I'm not a big. I listen to music.
Would you want to go with Thunderstruck? Da, 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 da.
That's kind of like high school basketball pregame type of
Okay.
stuff.
So you're going to the first tee. Everybody's watching. First team of the shootout, the horse race, and you get a walk-up song. What is your song?
Write that down.
Write that down.
That's a good idea. I'll
I think
propose that.
you guys know a DJ, right?
I know how it goes for horse races. I've been in plenty of them.
Oh, yeah, but you don't have a walk-up song.
Here.
Kind of leaning towards.
Kentucky, welcome
No.
to DC.
This is-
number 2, John.
This is a good walk-up song, though.
So you made me feel really old when you sent me this the other day, and I was like, John Wall. There's a rapper named that? I thought it was a basketball player. And he said the John Wall song, and it's "Teach Me How to Dougie." I don't get why you sent that to me.
It's
It's John Wall doing a really bad dance.
It's just a TikTok theme currently.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a talker or a ticker.
they start doing like this intro deal, 6'4" from Kentucky, and then they teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah.
Type of
I'm
thing.
not buying he's 6'4" either.
I don't think so. No.
No.
I don't know. I'd probably have to go with like a Post Malone song or something. I don't have a specific.
You still
one.
can't pick one song.
No,
Like,
I don't know.
how about the
How- that-
Notorious
okay,
B.I.G. Juicy?
who's your song?
It was
What's
all
your
the
song?
dream. I used to read
Some-
Word Up magazine. No,
No.
I mean, that's
Some Wolf song that you.
Wolves, Big Sean. Yes, play that one, Michael, for the fans.
That one just.
I'd probably go maybe some Pearl Jam, Alive.
Oh,
I think that would be a good one. People forget about the 10 album. I can't. That was like my first CD that I got to listen to that my parents hated. So, yeah, I think I'd go Pearl Jam Live or, Big Sean Wolves. That's a little Post Malone in on that one too, I think. But
Yeah, he's a backup.
so
I like Post. Yeah, I don't know.
you're going with the Barbie Girl song?
I don't know what I would
Barbie
play.
Girl.
I don't think so. I don't know what I would play though. Something a little more beat, little probably hip hop.
Sandstorm? Dun, 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 dun.
That's a good beat. Joel and I, when we were in the zone last year in league, we listened to a lot of Kygo on the old Pandora. So are you a
What?
Kygo? Are you a Kygo fan?
Isn't that the thing on Nickelodeon Kids or Disney Channel?
I don't believe so. No.
Cuyahoga? What?
Kygo, he's a disc jockey. He's a DJ that mixes it up. What do they
Wow.
call those guys now?
They call them
DJs.
thieves because they
DJs.
take other people's music and they transfer it into their own way of doing it.
Yeah,
As I put
David
on,
Guetta style.
as we put on Facebook, or I did on the whole music on the golf course thing, we put it on and we play it, but I tend to just forget about it, and it'll probably end up stopping at some point.
I like music on the golf course. Sometimes now when it's quiet, it's almost like, whoa, what's going on? But the thing that I would say with music that kind of drives me nuts on the golf course is when you've got one cart
Carts.
on one page with music and another cart playing their own thing, totally different like genres, and this guy's just got it cranked. You know what I'm saying? Just
Crank it, Jerry.
Just crank it, so you can't even hear your own tune.
So you're over there jamming out to what? Taylor Swift, and I'm trying to listen to Frank
T
Sinatra.
Swift really doesn't come on much, but
Willow.
yeah, like if it, I think there's a decibel that needs to be under, but you
I
should, be,
think
you
on
should
a-
be able to hear your own or coordinate. Be like, all right, if you're going to play your music, then we're going to turn ours way down.
I think there needs to be like two rules. You know, kind of like if you're old enough to drive to a professional baseball game, you don't need to be wearing a mitt in the outfield trying to catch a home run ball. You barehand that stuff. So
Yeah.
I'd say either you can't know music before like 8 or 9 a.m. unless you cracked a cocktail. If you're having a cocktail early on, that's fine. Otherwise, it's so nice out there early in the morning with the sun coming up and the dew out there.
Doing the cool.
Are you cracking a beer, teeing off at 7:30, 8?
No comment.
Oh, you can't comment on that.
No.
Bloody Mary.
I'd like if I'm playing golf, I'm typically cracking something to drink always. Remember,
Saying it's too early at 8 o'clock to have a beer?
No, never.
Oh, okay.
Remember, guest, Bloody Mary and a 6-pack to start
Yes.
right out of the gate.
Yeah.
If we're going hard.
That explains it all.
Captain and Cokes a lot.
Yeah.
Get it going. A couple of good Captain and Cokes or
Yeah.
a nice strong screwdriver.
Yep.
You know, goose with a splash of orange juice.
Yeah. No, I like the Bloody Mary start and then start on the Corona premieres and every.
Well, that's how you get to 100 of them. Didn't you
Sixer
say
till
you
you get to 100. For the record, even though they're 90 calories, they're still the same alcohol as the light beers. So
Yeah, I think my doctor wants me to cut back carbs, so I'm just going to go to hard alcohol. Not
Oh,
drink-
that's a
not
good.
drink
That's a good
some-
solution.
Right, yeah.
yeah,
15 beers or 7 vodkas? I'll go with the vodkas.
So here's a question for you: with music on the golf course,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever been approached by another person that you're playing with in the group to turn your music down or off?
Well, this is becoming quite the issue out at the seasons, actually. Hot topic. Some of the homes are saying the music's too
Oh,
loud.
really?
Then you come in, you're out in public. Should you only be playing radio version, not, the
oh,
explicit
fuck.
stuff?
Give me the soap.
What?
I don't like that. Play the radio version.
Oh, I thought you said, fuck that. I just dropped the soap.
I said, fuck that. Give me the soap.
Sorry.
No.
I was like,
That's
why would you broadcast? You just drop the soap.
Super Troopers line.
It's me and your brother in the room. We don't care if you
No,
drop the soap.
Super Troopers line. Give me the soap. But
Right.
All
right,
I
now.
think that's stupid. Yeah.
So it's like messages and notices being sent to the ownership or what?
I mean, maybe people
I'm not
are.
going to name names, but
Last time he said that, he said the guy's name 14 times.
I hang out with some people, and there's a guy that lives on a hole. I'm not going to name the hole of the season, 16 feet. No. But and one buddy like, tried to make a good joke. He's like, "Turn that shit off. It's too loud." Blah 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 blah. And he goes, "Oh, because it's shitty music," or and it was funny. But
Really? That's interesting.
So I think if guys are, you're bringing out your Bluetooth device and, you got this one, and nowadays they make like this one. And then
Have you seen
this one.
Goudreau's new one?
That would kill me if a guy pulled up with one of the big ass
Goudreau's looks like
Bluetooth,
that
you know?
bag.
okay, so then
carts vibrate.
You would be killed by me and another one of my buddies. Like those karaoke machines from the Sam's Club.
Yeah.
We have those bungee strapped on the back seat of our cart, and we're Bluetooth playing through those. So maybe you're saying we might have crossed the line?
No, I think it's entertaining.
We'd
But
like to
you
bring the
probably
fun.
aren't playing that in before like a certain time, like you said, and
Respectful.
in an event that is probably competitive to a certain degree, right? Or it's on every time, 100% of the time.
No comment.
So
Like I
he's the
said.
one that just said
70% of the time works every time.
he's the one that just said, "Oh, not before 8 a.m." and he's going out there at 6:30 with a freaking blaring.
No, I know.
Okay.
6:45.
I have, to answer your question, it's never happened to me. I have watched a scenario where a guy was asked to turn his music off in an event. It's the same gentleman that was displeased when the other guy's cart didn't have a beverage cooler. So I'm not mentioning any names, but
Wait. The guy was mad at the other group because they didn't
he
have
couldn't
a cooler.
he couldn't believe that his cart didn't have a beverage cooler on it. So
But then
before
went
before
back
they
to
could
him?
tee off, he had to drive out to his vehicle, get a cart or get a cooler, come back, and then he cranked his music on, and one of the other gentlemen was like, "Turn it off."
Sounds like a fun group.
And I'm not sure he made it past the fourth hole before we think he withdrew. I think.
No, wait a
actually.
minute. Is it? You said tournament. Is this like
It was
club
it
championship,
was
or is this
it
with
was
our
it
team?
was a it may have been a club championship.
I would say no music. You got to respect the other people if they want to.
Yeah, no, he turned it off. He turned it off.
If they want to be Karen, let them be Karen.
He turned it off, but after 4 holes, I do believe he withdrew. I think
If they want to be Judge Smales, let them be Judge Smales.
If somebody asks me to turn it off, I'll turn it off or turn
Yeah.
it down. I'm not going to ruin somebody's day because of that.
Yeah.
But
But
if
I
it's
also,
like a team event,
oh yeah,
you're all trying to win the pot at the end of the day. Let the guy play his music.
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
it happen a couple times, a few times,
Somebody's asked you to turn it down? Really?
and I'm not blaring it. But I've also,
Nothing like Pappy's got subs in his cart.
but I'm also under the, I also do the thing
He's
where
got the 90s trunk rattling going.
Where-
the trunk's vibrating.
How else do I play my now 18 CD?
jock jams.
Yeah.
Is that what they still play at basketball games?
No,
they turn into- To
Wolves,
now, whatever.
Wolf,
They got like
whatever.
45 generations of it or iterations.
Well, at Boone Grove Wolf games, yes, we do come out to Wolves,
oh, yeah, I forgot you announced that.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
So
So-
over at the seasons, they just blare it as loud as they can. Huh?
No,
Not anymore. They're
everybody.
getting complaints.
This isn't going to go well.
What's that? Complaining? It is what it is, right?
But those houses are like, I mean, there are houses like literally right on the golf course.
Yeah, both sides of almost every fairway.
Yeah, so it's a little different than most courses where
Correct.
a little
where
bit
you're
further
away.
off.
Right. But at the same time, I mean, does somebody really want to hear it on hole 5 if I'm on hole 3?
All right.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's tournaments where you just want to,
Well, you're playing barefoot in those, yeah.
so then crank it up,
Crank
right?
it, Jerry.
So what do you guys feel about if you go to a club and it's an event and they say, hey, no music. I heard about this happening over at Flossmoor. There was no music, but they had speakers around the course playing music. So everybody was listening to the same songs and it was the same for everybody. Why?
If I didn't like the tune, I'd
Yeah, I
be
wouldn't
upset.
like their music. It would almost be more annoying to me, you know?
See, you guys are going to be the reason this gets taken away from all of us at all the golf courses. Either there's music or no music. You can't only my music.
Well, everybody, I mean, they sell Puma
Me
sells
too,
their own
movement.
Bluetooth speakers to attach to your bag.
Right?
I mean, Aaron sells them in the shop.
Or the speaker stick.
Or the
That's another cool one where
yeah.
you just stick it in your golf bag.
Yeah. So I think if everybody's
Or the
respectable
slingshot.
in
Is it
your
the slingshot, the
your
one by
group,
Bushnell?
and you should be able to listen to it
Golf buddy.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
without
what
getting
it's
too
called.
carried away. You know, I don't know. I just wouldn't like the.
I thought it was a cool idea just to create a better party atmosphere for the entire round.
With it being
Yeah.
like a unified thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you don't like classic rock?
No.
Wow.
I like country
I like the mold of it.
and
And house music.
some hip hop to a certain degree, and like techno type stuff.
Wow. Okay. That is just all across
But like
the
rock
spectrum.
type stuff, no, I'm not a big rock guy.
Really?
80s backyard barbecue.
80s music's good, but it's not like I don't like the banging rock stuff.
You're talking about like heavy metal. Well, that's what you're referring to. Not
Are you referring to
rock.
like Corn or like?
No, I don't mind that stuff.
He's
but,
referring to heavy metal.
yeah, that,
You're not referring.
You don't like
to
Metallica?
some songs, but
Okay.
not overall.
Journey?
I like Journey, some songs.
That's classic rock. Okay.
Okay, so
Who don't you like?
He doesn't like
the
heavy metal.
heavy stuff.
Pink
Yeah,
Floyd? You don't like Pink
headbanger
Floyd?
stuff.
a few songs, but not like all majority. No.
Okay.
Nine Inch
What do
Nails.
you go with? What's your
I'm,
Classic rock?
This isn't about me. I'm asking you the questions here.
What's the station? Are
Like
you
a
a
radio
Pandora, Spotify? You got the radio on?
I'm old school radio. And then,
Yeah.
and then I bitch out loud about how many commercials are being played, but I won't pay for the Pandora or the Sirius.
well, Pandora's
I ref-
free,
no? Well, that's
No.
what
unless
just
you want
said.
to pay for the.
You still the commercials.
Pandora's
though.
free, but you listen to commercials.
So I'd rather listen to the radio station in my area.
I refused to subscribe to Pandora for the longest time until I realized that with a paid subscription, you can skip songs. So,
But only so many, right?
no, unlimited.
Oh, unlimited. What does a membership like that cost?
Just your average Netflix subscription?
Oh my God, no way. I started asking questions the other night about we got Netflix, we got Disney Plus, we got this, we got
Why
that.
did you open that can of worms?
Unbelievable.
So you're
Just-
watching the new Mighty Duck show, aren't you? You
Yes,
are.
I am. No, not yet. It's on the list though.
Emilio Estevez, I swear to God.
Emilio, the Mighty Duck Man.
Miracle from Minnesota.
All right. Well, pressing forward, we did a little giveaway last week.
We
and,
tried to do a giveaway.
We tried to do a giveaway.
Attendance was
A lot of
attendance was
likes.
Piss
No.
poor is what I would call attendance piss poor.
correct, and we did say we wanted 30 people, but in all fairness, we did want to award somebody that participated. So, Michael, would you like to talk about that?
The one and only Trent Trump, we appreciate you posting that spider with the super stroke, even though it's dinged up.
Head cover
You
is
got
missing.
dozen Vice average go golf balls coming your way, buddy. So
Very
we
nice.
appreciate you,
Participation.
supporting and posting that picture.
We do, and next time we're going to come up with another one for next week, and we're going to stick to it. We want participation out of that for sure.
Believe it or not, Trent Trump has he waxed me last year in the
Whoa.
what do we call that thing? The Hunter Games,
Oh,
unflighted
Hunter games, yeah.
unflighted match play.
Yeah, last
Yeah,
year.
that was
With all your handicap?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 80%.
Hunger Games.
80%.
I like that one.
Hunter games.
Oh, I thought you said Hunger Games.
No,
Hunter.
Hunter games because
Okay.
Carmichael's putting it on.
I got
he's
you
the
now.
he's the ringleader.
I got you now.
Yep.
Gotcha.
He waxed me last year, first round.
Very interesting. We were talking earlier about subscriptions. I actually did something this
Here we
week.
go.
I wanted to tell you guys
You
about.
can't talk about the OnlyFans subscription on the show.
No,
Oh.
Could you let me speak? Golly. I'm going to start calling you Megan. Yeah, it's my wife's name.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
just surprised you said it. She
it's
doesn't.
called-
She doesn't watch your show anyway.
No, she doesn't watch this. My Golf Locker. So it's kind of
Oh,
like
yeah.
where they send you clothes, and I guess I thought when I first signed up, because they ask you for a price point where you feel comfortable in doing it, so I'm doing it every other month. And I thought I had to take it no matter what, and I actually just read the fine print. You can actually send some of it back.
You
So
can
it is
return
just-
it.
It's just like Stitch Fix. So I'm very excited. Like I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'll cancel it after like 3 months or something
You
like
like
that.
it?
I'm getting the first one this week. I'll bring it in. I'll bring it in next week.
This is what prompted the subscriptions discussion.
Yeah.
It was because I've been going back and
He's
forth
like,
all week. Yeah.
he's like, I signed up for this subscription, not realizing that you already had $250 a month in Netflix, Hulu,
Right.
Disney Plus,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep. Xbox Live.
yeah, all those.
Where you get the Hulu for free, but then we had to sign up for Hulu again. HBO Max.
Yeah.
Unreal. But yeah, so I'm interested in seeing it. They pretty much. I mean, the questionnaire took a while. And like halfway through, I was kind of getting annoyed, but I was like, well, actually, I think this will work out. The more questions, they can dial it in better. So, yeah, shirts, hats, socks,
Nice.
belts, shoes.
We need to get on there so we can throw some.
I've
beer in
seen
there.
plenty of them. Short par 4, I think, is one of them. Golf
Yep.
Locker's one of them.
So I was kind of I've been reading up about them, and I thought they had more of the stuff that I like on the Golf Locker one.
So are you more of a patterns, out there kind of patterns person, or are you more of a lines, solid colors kind of person?
Yeah, look at me. Lines. Yep. Patterns. Why do you say such mean things?
So solid colors.
Solid color, navy blue or black. That's it.
I'm more of a gray kind of guy.
Yeah, maybe the blues, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear red. Everybody's like Kool-Aid. But no, I honestly why I got interested in this is I do a little bit with the Stitch Fix, like every 3 months or something like that, and I send a lot of it back. But once in a while, you're like, I wouldn't buy this for myself, but it fits good, and
Yeah.
it's better than just wearing the same old polo. Like when I go to Off Square for dinner, I could wear a nice button shirt with
Yeah.
a pair
Yeah.
of jeans or something like that. So
Well, and if you're like me, I just don't go buy stuff often for
Nope.
clothing wise. So it's almost better to probably have it sent. I've never done one of those, but I
haven't
should
either.
to have it sent to you so that you actually add stuff to the wardrobe as of being like, I don't have shit.
Right,
You know what I mean?
so-
Or the same old stuff. Add a couple golf shirts a year, but
So one day I'm walking through and my wife's going through one of her Stitch Fix boxes. This is how it all started. And
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? And she tells me the whole thing. I'm like, God, how much is this costing us? Because I'm just cheap. And she's like, it's $20. Can I spend $20? I'm like, wait, what? They send you these clothes, and if you don't buy any of them, they give you the bag to ship them back, and it costs you $20. That's it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's genius. Absolutely. She's like, it gets better. If you buy something, they take the 20 off the top. So if you buy a $45 shirt,
Yeah.
it's really costing you $25 because you were already committed to the 20, which I get. You're already committed to $20, but like you said, I don't have to go to the mall now.
yeah,
I don't have to spend a Saturday shopping.
correct. Trying shit on because you already got it at your house.
Right. Another
Throw
thing,
it on or
yeah,
not.
the whole, someone trying to look at me in the changing room. I don't
Yeah,
know.
sneak a peek.
Right.
Interesting. I'll
Yeah.
be expecting a call from Golf Locker for a sponsorship. then.
Yeah, we actually didn't piss anybody off in this thing.
Well, not yet. Let me do the first reveal next week. A little
So is
shit all
it-
over that.
So is it multiple brands?
Yeah, so they ask you, like,
Probably a
Which ones
series
are
of
there brands you
questions.
don't want? And I was like,
Okay.
no, I like, I put FootJoy on there, Nike, blah, 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 blah. But like some of them, I was like, nah, I ain't going to wear that.
Yeah,
That's just a little too out there for me.
Yeah.
Like the.
Loudmouth Golf or something?
I did say yes to some of that. I did say some.
He wants
some
the
of it
pants.
looks good.
He wants the pants or
like
the
if they
shorts.
could make a Coors Light can pant, I'd rock the shit out of that. Plus,
when
it's
he's
like we were
cranking
saying,
it at
right?
9 a.m.
Right, or but some of the stuff, no, I'm not wearing like the
So
mint green.
they send probably same type stuff every single time, like a hat, a shirt, shorts, different,
Not the same stuff, no.
No, not the same stuff,
You'll
but
get
like-
shoes once in a while, yeah,
a variety of those things, right?
right.
Interesting.
And I thought it was reasonable because, like, if you go on a golf trip or you go to like those
Pro shop.
6 or 7 times a year, like to a place. Well, yeah, you're a pro shop. You have like if you belong to a club or you have your course, you have the shirts with the logos on it. But it'd be nice, like let's just say you're going to play Rock Hollow. You get in there, you're like, I really like the shirt, and it's got the logo on the sleeve. Okay, cool. I'll get this. Won't be logoed, and it's just I don't know. You're gonna spend that money anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go
Yeah.
to another course or a nice pro shop and you're looking at gear and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this, and next thing you know, you're walking out with $250 worth of apparel.
Right.
Well, sometimes that could be like 2 shirts nowadays.
I know.
Depending on where you are. But so do you get to choose your hat style, like what you want?
Yes.
Trucker
Everything.
hat.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
I'm not-
I said no to snapbacks
Yeah, I'm
or
not a-
straps. It's got to be fitted for me.
I'm an anti-snapback.
Yep.
Give me fitted all day.
I hate getting that poof in the back of my hair.
I know. And he's got Stitch Fix.
I know.
He is ahead of the times.
I don't buy anything from them, really.
Ahead of the times.
Don't stop you crying.
I don't really buy anything from
If we
them.
took a poll, how many superintendents across the country do you think have a Stitch Fix subscription?
I'll tell you right now, 60 of them, well, hell, if you can't get it from Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's, I don't want it.
I think that's cool, though. I might have to look into one of those.
You're acting like I'm a fashionista. It's far from it, all right? I'm just trying to upgrade the...
Best,
No, I
best dressed
actually just
out
had
at
a
the
little
seasons.
conversation yesterday about
Not me.
wardrobe. And
Best dressed at the seasons. I'll tell you who it is right now.
he's not going to mention any names.
The
but
OG of average goats. No, it's Pat Hedge. The guy is always dressed to the nines, like FootJoy model. He's always but he's got he doesn't wear black. We were doing a team event. And I was like, hey, we're gonna wear all black this day. He's like, no, I'm not. I don't wear black. I'm like, what, really? I was trying to do this like all blacks thing, the rugby
Johnny
team.
Cash look.
Gary Player, but sure, Johnny Cash, overrated. But anyways, Ring of Fire, boo.
a good buddy of ours, Ronnie Carher from the club, shared a little meme thing the other day on Instagram with me. Speaking of fashion, that I could not stop laughing for overweight guys like myself. That it's that time of year, and it's pictures of three guys with no like 3/4 sleeve on over the top of your golf shirt, and all the bellies are pooched at the top. You know, when you get to the swing, and he's like, all of us just waiting till we can put our 3/4 zip back on. It was classic.
Because of the quarantine, I swear.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's all I got.
In other Northwest Indiana golf news, we kind of read it the other day that officially, it's been rumored for quite some time that the Brassy Golf Club over in Chesterton is closing its doors and up for sale for real estate development opportunities. Kind of sad to see. You guys ever played that track? I actually love that track.
I've never played it.
I've not played it either.
Oh,
I
really?
I don't get out as much as I should.
Big greens. It was kind of a linksy style feel. They had some like heather separating the holes in that, bigger fairways, but it had some really good character and some really good holes. The last hole ran across like these small ponds, kind of like ran up the left side almost the whole way. It was a really cool place.
It's kind of disappointing to hear that another golf course is going to be home soon.
That's
I think
the-
our buddy Kelly Fricky alluded to. I saw a comment on that post that
Stop doing it.
stop getting rid of golf courses. Essentially, I know it's a tough business.
Expensive.
You know, we learned with the Mini Maness that's not an easy go of it, right? But yeah, it's just we like golf, so it's hard to see golf courses go away.
Right, and it is nice to play. It's nice. I can hop in the golf cart, drive 10 minutes. I'm at the first tee, and I never have to leave my community or play out at Yuki's. Very nice to have. But no matter how much it is or how much I could say, I personally could play Yuki every day. If
We do.
right? Exactly. But
why I don't get out much.
It gets a little.
Sometimes you got to go away.
You get in
and
a
it
rut.
actually improves
right,
your
that's what I'm
game,
saying.
but-
Though. It's nice to go out and see other places once in a while. Too.
Yeah. I wish I was better at doing that.
We just get comfortable and it's just easy.
Yeah, ease.
Right.
I think it's easy because we live close to the golf course too, and can just jet over there and play. And I love our golf course, so I could literally play it every day too. And not to stroke our ego of our superintendent any further, but
Oh my God.
all
So
the
anyways, getting back
beautification in the golf course. Thursday was the first time I played all year out there. First 9 holes.
Yeah.
The place is just beautiful.
Do you remember it?
I remember the golf. I don't remember afterward, but
You don't remember what you told me?
no,
I was wondering where that duffel bag of cash was.
I don't remember.
Much.
Got in a few basils, but tough Friday morning, I'll tell you that.
Man,
Real tough Friday morning.
Didn't even see him.
Yep.
you got that
Had to take a PTO day Friday.
PTO day. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad. You got the Brassy closing.
Pheasant Valley is
Pheasant
closed.
Valley, South Shore. Just sad.
Yeah.
I never really played. I mean, Pheasant Valley's been closed for a few years now, right?
Yeah, I think 2 years now. This
So
is
for
the second year.
the guys that are playing most of their golf at the public places, obviously could make it a little bit more difficult because they got to go to certain
Well, their
courses.
options are running out.
Yeah, they're getting thin, right? But is that better than for those places? Because you really can only get so many rounds if you're already busy right now. You know what I mean?
Is it better for what place? Like other golf courses?
Yeah. Like
I
let's
mean,
say
yeah, they're
Whitehawk
gonna-
is a public golf course.
Well,
They got a lot of golf out there that can be played, right, with 4 nines. But they're already busy.
right.
So is it good or bad for the guys? You know what I mean?
I mean, for the business, it's probably they'll make more money.
Yeah.
But also with that, when you have more rounds, there's more
Upkeep.
maintenance and upkeep involved, and more.
Yeah, the
dealing
golf
with-
course can take a beating, right?
Correct. And
Carts.
Some of them are carts. But
Prices probably have to go up at some point.
when courses are designed, there's there's formulas for you should if you're going to do 20,000 rounds, 30,000 rounds, 50,000 rounds, your greens and tees need to be this big. Fairways.
So is there a program for that, or do you put that in a spreadsheet to calculate?
it's not a
If I'm
spreadsheet,
selling a hot
it's,
dog, I put like, here's the bun, it costs this much, the dog costs this
Right.
much, the ketchup, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's a formula that the golf course architects and designers use. So.
Okay.
But the thing about what's going on in this area is the way it is developing so fast, and now we've seen just in the last 2 years 3 public golf courses go out. These people are going to start running out of places, but also their round numbers are going to go up, like hour-wise, how long it takes to play golf,
Yeah.
because they're not going to pass up money.
No.
They're in the business of making money, so.
And that's challenging, I think, for golf courses because
So if you live out in that area, let's just say Chesterton, and you're playing a Brassy, you're not a member at Sand Creek. You're going to go to River Point. You're going to go
River
to what's the other one out there?
Supervisors Club's not open.
That's
anymore.
River Point.
River Point.
You go to Whitehawk. You could drive up and play Lost Marsh. You can play.
you could get into Michigan and play a few courses, right, or head east.
Yeah, but if you're
further.
getting off of work, where are you going to go and play?
I know.
Play league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
Yeah, it is.
And that's the thing I think about with guys is like us as average coach, we live for golf league, right? We live for those types of events.
I know some
And-
guys that lost their league at South Shore. They're going to Illinois. They're playing Tuckaway.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
so
so-
it makes it difficult.
Right. Right.
So does this open the door, do you think, I know the business is tough right now, but for a new golf course to potentially come along, is there going to be a market for that if the business and the economy stays good,
What do you mean, like to build a
To-
brand new
to,
one?
to yeah. I
Well,
don't-
just look at the cost of building a house, how much it's gone up in the last couple of years. Could you imagine building a clubhouse, but on top of it, you're going to go develop 160 acres for a golf course?
Well,
Well,
maybe-
the clubhouse would be a trailer probably. for
Yeah,
a
maybe
bit,
the
but-
clubhouse
A
is,
modular home?
Yeah, just like the
Wait.
Dunes Club up there.
Okay, I've never been there.
It's got a little bitty building.
Yeah, but isn't that place like,
It's expensive, but also they didn't build a massive clubhouse. That's a multi-million-dollar structure. It's literally 2 sizes of this conference room right here. That's their clubhouse. It has a
You go
little.
in, little snack shop.
There's not
lunch.
even an employee in there.
Okay.
It's honor system and
Yeah.
so BYOB then?
no. There's
Where they got like vending machine type things?
not a
or-
vending machine. They have
cart girls?
They have fridges and stuff that you can get stuff out of.
So then
Beverage.
you go in there, you take your beers, and you write it on a ticket, and someone comes in later on, restocks, and charges your account.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Food if you want food.
They must
So
not have
you're not doing
houses
that at a
living
public
around.
place, though. You're
No,
not doing that at a
no.
public
No.
course, but
Food if you want food, you call ahead and they'll go get.
that's the right model. I think so too. Like
Keeps
I don't mean
costs
I
down.
don't mean this in a mean way, but one of the biggest parts of clubs is trying to do fine dining,
Yeah.
and I kind of always equate that to church. Growing up, church was like
Dedicated
Sunday was
church.
the place to be, right? Like everybody was at church, and then when mass was done, if you're Catholic, Lutheran, whatever Methodist, you talk to people afterwards, and you're doing some. Hardly anybody goes to church regularly anymore.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is, and whether it's right or wrong, I don't know, but it's the way the world is evolving, and I just
Well, look at from a food perspective. Look at Mini Maness guy.
Mhm.
That he said when we rolled it out, we wanted to do a
Restaurant.
nice menu. We had a great menu put together. We wanted to do that type of food, and what was selling was golf course food, so hot dogs, hamburgers, and type of stuff. I mean, when people are there to play golf, you don't really need to sit down for like a steak or
right.
this
But
or
there's
that.
a time and place for those nights, though.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But I think, if you're
Every day?
if you're going to start a new golf course, if there's an opportunity for it, you're probably not going in with fine dining and a gorgeous clubhouse.
You brought this up now, and I think it's more of a possibility. If maybe you do almost like pre-manufactured modulars and do like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
And get a simple structure up to where guys could just hang out and have a beer and a burger afterwards, talk about their own, a nice patio outside. And
Container trailers is where it's at nowadays.
Yeah, but the fabrication of those is expensive because you'd have to put so many together. You can get them cheap, $2 or $3 grand, $4 grand, but
I was just trying to think of a list of public courses that are still available for people to go to in the area. What do we got? Whitehawk, Palmyra, Summer Tree, River Point,
Indian Ridge.
Tuckaway Creek, Sandy Pines is kind of more south.
Indian Ridge.
Indian Ridge.
Robinhurst.
What's the one up in Griffith?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's the one in Cherville.
What's that one?
Sherwood.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking of, not
Sherwood.
Griffith.
Lost Marsh up in Hammond over there by
Yep.
the. I like going to that one because I'll slip into the casino. Play a little craps, play a little roulette.
Yep.
Did you go golf? How'd you shoot
Little
today?
bing,
Oh,
bang,
shit.
bong.
I forgot. I was supposed to golf while I was up there.
It's that tea time.
Yeah.
Playing
craps while betting ponies
Centennial.
on my phone.
Centennial's over that way. That's
The one in Munster? 9-holer.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much
There's
it.
another one that closed over in Dyer, Longwood.
Yeah.
That one closed a couple years ago. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, I'm not going to speculate on a certain club's position or anything like that, but I mean, Palmyra has been rumored for years to be on that,
because there's just so much development's going around. Why wouldn't
development,
they
yeah,
develop it? Yeah.
down the street. So I hope
Hate to
it
see
doesn't
that
because
one,
I
'cause
would
I love
hate
that course.
I would hate to see that happen.
I think it's
yeah.
got some cool holes.
Yeah.
I haven't played it since we got ran off at a bachelor party for playing it and ate some.
Well, you.
Tried to make our own rules.
Yeah. Jeez. People
Nobody
are mad about
out there.
fives.
He says "geez" as he's got subwoofers on the back of his cart.
Yeah, but we're playing quick.
We play quick.
We were keeping up with the group ahead of us.
You're playing, which was what, a 9-some? The whole bachelor party was in 2 groups. Unbelievable. Unreal. I didn't go back. Those jerks ran us off. Yeah, yep, it was them. But last week we were talking about league play and league starting, so I thought we'd do it went that well? I'll start it off. How about that? I'll start this one off.
All right.
It wasn't any good for any of us.
Yeah, we talked last week about putters and stuff like that, and I said about forward press, and Joel hits me up the next day. He's like, "Man, that night he's like, I just forward pressed and I made every
feeling
one of them for 20 in a row, just dead center." I'm like, "Huh." So at the time, I'm on the couch watching TV. It's like 10:45 at night. I'm watching Newsroom. You ever watch that show, Newsroom?
HBO?
Yeah.
Love it.
Love that show. Aaron Sorkin wrote West Wing too, which I loved.
Wish that would have never gone away. Newsroom was a great
it was a
show.
good
Newsroom was good. So we're watching this. I'm like, hey, I gotta go try this real quick. So I grabbed it. I told you I had this old Scotty Cameron gooseneck, and I started doing this little. I'm making everything, and it's not like side in,
Just banging them, right?
just boom, and it was like the perfect speed where they get up to the cup and fall, and I'm like, oh wow, I gotta do this. Throw it in the bag, run up to league. I get on the first green, I'm like, what the shit is this? When did I put this grip on? It was like a foreign club to me.
yeah.
It was, and I was just like, this was bad, and I didn't want to tell my new teammate until afterwards. I was like, probably be better next week. So, spoiler alert, this week, it's another putter. I'm still not going back to the putter I was using. I was halfway decent. I got a spider in the bag this week. It is just a calamity of clown car errors here of putters.
Yeah.
I'll have a different one in the bag as well.
Yeah, you should, though.
And I'll have my third
You
one.
should, though.
I'll have my third one in next week. I feel pretty confident about it.
League wasn't very good last week. Michael and I played like absolute dog shit.
I played okay the first 5 holes, and it was bad after that. But you didn't play well the whole time.
No. I had a left miss. I was trying to hit a dang cut, and I just kept trying to do it. And it
I'm not
wasn't
sure what you were
cutting.
trying to do with the putter then.
Well, I couldn't get
Cutting putts?
I couldn't get the ball rolling on the greens for some reason.
On 6,
like Velcro.
on 6, Joel hits it just a touch long into, I think it got past the fringe into just barely,
It was almost in the rough.
yeah. And that's
could-
downhiller, we all know, right?
I can
And that
putt it,
back
though.
pin, sometimes you don't want to race it past there, right? And
I gave it a little too much
I
respect.
chipped my shot, and I turn around to go grab my club, and I come back, and his ball barely. I don't even know if it made it out of the fringe.
It did.
And I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
I had a good 8 feet left. 10.
Yeah, after he hit it 2 feet, you know.
I hit it like 4.5.
That
5.
describes our night.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
So
It was just I had a left miss. I was trying to hit a cut, and I just should have stopped trying to hit a cut and just.
we both made a real train wreck of 7 left in the hillbilly speed slot over there.
We've both. I've learned that from the white tees, you just can't hit driver. I've told myself
On what
that.
hole?
7.
I've
Yeah.
told myself that many a times. Just hit a 3-wood or hit a hybrid off that tee, and I still try and pound a driver.
Well, here we
and
are
it goes straight.
Here we are going into week 2 of league, and looks like we're gonna get it in.
Yeah.
We got like 2 inches of rain yesterday, and we've gotten another probably 3/10 already today. But all I'm gonna say is we'll do a live look in after your round tonight. What did you guys think? There's a couple surprises out on the back 9 for you tonight.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh,
I think I
I
know
am
one of them,
too.
and I'm jacked.
Yep. So it should be a lot of fun.
First time ever.
I will say this.
If one of those is what I'm thinking it is.
It is. It's the first time ever there won't be water in the bunker on the left side of 16.
I knew that. I will say this for last week. Pin locations last week were pretty cool.
They were
I like the pin.
important.
Hole two was probably
You know, when I struggle,
front left.
when I struggle out there, it's because I get above your fucking pin placements, and they're doozies. They're
They're
just.
not my pin placements. They're your pin placements.
I know,
You're
but
the
they're-
member. I'm just an employee.
I just get a touch long, and it's like, man, here I am above another one. I'm above another one.
the pin spots on the front 9 at least that we saw were pretty cool.
That first pin on hole 1 was.
Right on the hump.
I thought I hit a perfect shot in there. I told Joel, I said, I got to bounce this in there from what I was 78 yards or something like that. And it takes a huge hop, and I'm slightly above it. And I'm like, God damn.
Up until yesterday.
I got to lag this down there.
Up until yesterday and today, I liked how firm the greens were playing. I like that.
2 inches of rain, though.
Shouldn't affect too much.
We needed
yeah,
rain.
we needed
We were
it.
dry.
Not that much, but yeah, it's sloppy out
Not
there.
at one time.
It's sloppy.
you
I'm
know.
sure.
Yeah.
Not 2 inches at one time, but yeah, it was dry around here.
It's a good thing.
So we're gonna have
Play firm
a
and fast.
report obviously after league tonight.
So we
Hopefully
all three
Michael
have
is-
room for improvement tonight.
Hopefully Michael
right?
is coherent enough to be able to accomplish that after the 9 holes tonight.
I just
He
don't
better
know what
not be.
happened.
He set the bar last week, and we expect that as the minimum every week now.
I don't remember exactly what time it was that I got home. I do remember playing pool though
At Carmichael's
at
or
Hunter
Rubens.
Games. I forget what time that was. It wasn't super late, but played a little pool after that.
We couldn't find it. We couldn't figure out if you were telling the truth that you actually went over there or not.
Yeah.
Nice.
But then I think Cassie looked up your location.
She doesn't have that privilege. That is not on this device.
Sure, she does.
All right. So, anyways,
But back to newsroom. Olivia Munn. She's a keeper.
I don't know who that is.
She's the dark-haired one in the newsroom.
No idea what you're talking about.
Look at it.
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
The show Newsroom on
Right.
HBO that we're talking about. She
She's
was
being
the
a smart ass.
economics
No,
or the
the
economy
Mac?
one. Yeah.
No.
Huh?
Mac was the.
No, not Mac. The one that did the all the business.
Oh, you're talking about
econ.
Sloan.
Sloan.
What about her?
Hottie. Smoking hot.
Wow. Okay. Anyways.
Happy's not gonna.
You don't
count.
think so?
No. I don't.
She dated Aaron Rodgers for a little while, way back in the day.
Really?
Yep.
We don't speak about him. So before we wrap it up, speaking of Aaron Rodgers, draft night, guys. Today
Yeah,
is
big,
draft
big,
day.
big day.
The start of a 3-day shit fest from the Chicago Bears, as I like to look forward to it. You guys got any thoughts about the draft? I don't think the show's long enough for my thoughts. The Bears are gonna blow this like they blow everything, and Ryan Pace shouldn't be making the call, but they got the 20th pick as of right now. What do you think the Bears are gonna do?
I thought it was pretty funny, the joke that you mentioned to us before the show.
Wait, before you go on, I have some breaking news.
I saw this too. Are you gonna say it as well?
The Chicago Bears just traded the 20th pick to the Buffalo Bills.
For who?
Mitchell Trubisky.
Solid.
Ryan Pace did it again. No, what were you going to say, Joel?
I said on the news ticker here, I just got that Tim Tebow's trying to make a comeback.
At baseball?
Foosball.
Really?
Yep, as a
Punter.
tight end.
Oh, God.
He worked out for a team already.
Oh, God.
How tall is he?
Do you think if he scores, he'll do the Tebow again?
I mean,
Will
he's
he
not
be
Rob
Tebowing?
Gronkowski tall. He's probably 6'.
You guys see Rob catch that football out of the helicopter?
Yeah.
You see that?
Did they
Yeah.
say? Did they say the speed it was coming at?
I don't know if I find it that impressive, to be honest with you. But
But playing 9 holes of golf last Thursday and get
yeah, I'd
hella
rather
roasted.
relax. Yeah,
And then still playing pool? That's impressive.
impressive.
I would like to see how many scratches.
I,
there were
the
in that
bear,
thing.
I don't
How
know.
much chalk do you think is on his ceiling for this guy?
Ceiling
playing?
table.
Yeah. Looks like a bobcat shoot up the table.
I don't know about the draft. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think what you hope happens is probably not going to happen, right?
What's
So,
that?
Just with their picks, whatever you're expecting to happen probably won't happen. They'll take somebody else.
Probably
so.
I like Tom Brady's comment. Who gives a shit what place you go? I got taken
Oh, stop it.
199th.
Oh, my God. Yeah, 6th round. I was walking around the block with my parents crying. I didn't think I was going to get... I'm tired of the Tom Brady story.
I love Tom
You're the
Brady.
GOAT. I get it. I like him, too, but he shouldn't talk sometimes.
Would you rather see him like that, or would you rather see him being carried out by the backup quarterback?
I found that
Totally
highly
intoxicated.
entertaining. I know
On the avocado stuff?
Yes.
On the avocado tequila.
I know
Yes.
people
Yeah.
were bitching about it.
I'd rather
on
see that.
on
Backup quarterback. carried him
Twitter.
out.
You're a role model. How can you do it? Give me a fucking break. The guy's having a good time.
Right.
You know?
What about the family who made the trophy and he threw it and they all freaked out about that?
Saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's your role model. I mean, like, they expect way too much out of these
Oh, yeah.
athletes, and you know, that's
Yeah.
you're setting yourself up to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like having some kind of expectations for me after league on Thursday and being totally surprised.
And you totally redeemed yourself.
Guess who's back?
I will be sending you shots of Malort all night, sir. But real quickly though, it was good to see. We saw Tiger Woods. He's in a walking boot. He was walking around. People had some theories out there that he had his golf course in his backyard ripped up and he was done playing golf forever. He's just redoing it.
I think he's yeah.
It's gonna no. He said the golf course redo is coming along quicker
Yeah.
than I am.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. And we saw pictures of him in a golf cart with
He
his
didn't
girlfriend.
he didn't look happy in that picture like that. That
no, he
person was
was-
taking his picture.
well, that too, but
Yeah, no, I think
he's
it's
in a
cool.
golf cart with crutches, and she's got her. He's probably got to give her putting tips or some shit. I wouldn't be happy either.
They were watching his son, I think,
Charlie,
right?
yeah. They're following Charlie.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It looked like he was going to give her a lesson.
It looked like there were
There
clubs
were
on the
clubs.
back of
It
the
looked
car.
like it, yeah. But
right, but those were hers, right?
I don't know.
Because the
they-
crutches were strapped in, which were his.
yeah,
Yeah, but they were watching Charlie because you could see him on the back of the picture. I think.
yeah. I think it's awesome though. Especially
tell you-
the speedy recovery.
Him with the dog,
You
not
liked
the one
it?
in the golf cart.
No,
Him with the dog.
Not Erica.
Him with the dog. Looking at his course and it's being rebuilt. I'm going to tell you right now. Come back.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I
The
tell you right now. Wins again.
I totally agree. This is. I think this
I
will be
think when
motivating.
you learn how to. I think when you're Tiger Woods and you know how to win, you don't just forget that kind
I
of
think
stuff.
this will be motivating.
Yep.
Absolutely motivating.
Next
Just,
2 years, he'll be a top 10 at the Masters.
So not that we're in their league yet. Hopefully, the what do they call themselves? Foreplay, the Barstool golf guys.
Yeah.
Riggs, I believe, is one of the big guys that talks golf on there. He has said that he predicted Tiger will win again. He thinks another major.
I'm
But,
sure you can go place a bet.
What
as
does
well.
he know? You know what? I'm going to put this out there, Riggs, because I know you probably listen to the show and rip us off like Barstool ripped off other things. I would beat him head to head in the honor of average goats.
Riggs?
Me and Riggs at one of these. Take me to Oakmont the next time you want to
Take
take
me
a
to
video.
church.
Take me to Coghill. I will go head to head with Riggs.
They're doing these Barstool golf events. We should get on one and you challenge head to head.
Riggs, head to head. Let's go.
And
Challenge
supposedly Portnoy is supposed to
made.
be playing Brooksy.
Oh, really?
Yep, sometime this summer in the Hamptons.
Of course, the Hamptons.
Mr. or Mrs. Brooks?
So Portnoy's a left-hander, and he says he's got to sharpen his tools. But
Because he is a tool.
They were on a.
Do you think he's a good golfer? I don't see Portnoy being a good golfer.
I don't
at
think
all.
he's a good golfer. No.
I'm talking big slice.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good golfer. I think
Tops.
No, I think
he's got a push slice.
He's got more of a hockey swing.
Yeah, he was a great baseball player.
Was he?
Yeah. Anyway, so they were doing this little podcast, one of the zillion that he's got, and Brooksy was on there, and Portnoy offered him to stay at his place in the Hamptons when they played the match, and Brooks kind of laughed and was like, "I don't think so." And Portnoy got pissed off. He's like, "No, fuck you then. I rescind the offer." So it was really funny. But I'm just Brooksy, being who he is like, I'm not gonna fucking stay at your place. I'll stay where I want to stay. You know.
I like Portnoy. Is the pizza things are hysterical, but the one he did in Chicago a couple weeks ago when someone gets carjacked while he's doing it live,
I don't know if I saw
is
that one.
hysterical.
Really?
It's like, did someone just he just got carjacked on live TV in the middle of the day in Chicago? And he's just like, wow, they are for real out here.
It's Chicago.
Yep. But yeah, all right. So next week we'll do a Valspar wrap up, some more league play wrap up, and then Joel, I'm sorry to put you on the spot. We're gonna need the latest and greatest update for the big tournament coming up
Big time. Next week, hopefully.
next week for sure.
Yeah. Practice round, hopefully 2 Saturdays from now,
No.
May 8th.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Saturday, but the next
Yeah,
one.
the following.
So, too, yeah.
So, going to go over and do a practice round May 8th, and then give you guys a feel for how the game is next Thursday, or next Wednesday or Thursday.
Nice.
Am I
Sounds
playing
good.
in that practice round?
Yeah.
All right.
Just joking with you.
You just cried for the first 30 minutes of the show that we got to play golf and you got to play golf more. He's got one set up for you.
I know.
I was just
Yesterday.
teasing-
You don't even know.
No,
I teased him
yesterday.
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 I said, "You're not playing. You got to carry my clubs."
Actually, it was
For
your
practice?
wife. Your wife's like, "You're not playing," and I'm like, "What the fuck? I'm not going over there to caddy the practice round."
But yeah. So,
You are. You're caddying for me.
so yeah, we had planned on trying to go this week, but I called over on like Sunday morning or something, and the week before I called this past Sunday, they had just aerated, so they didn't think it was a good idea
Getting
to come
them
over.
nice and firm.
Plus,
for
you
the
got a little
qualifier.
range time in a couple days ago, which is nice.
Yeah, new driver in the bag, so
Good deal. All right. So 9
New 3
holes.
wood, new putter.
9 holes. You're playing the back 9 at Yuki. What are you shooting tonight?
I play the back better than the front always. So, let's say 37.
Okay.
That's 2 over.
I know. It's an improvement from last
The only
week.
thing I hope to do is just birdie 10. You
For
birdie,
sure, skin.
you
Not
birdie
on
10.
not on a net week. We're probably back to back or 2 net. So sometimes it holds up, but
So what are you shooting, Joel?
I hope to be in the 30s.
30s. Okay, that's fair.
After last
you,
week's
Patrick,
performance.
What's your number?
41.
41.
41. I'm being dead serious. I'm hoping for a 41.
Well, with all the putting shit going on in your head, that's probably good, right?
I just think it's going to be sloppy out there and 41.
Yeah,
All
A
right.
little cold. So,
we'll be a bit nippy.
all right, guys. Well, thanks again for doing this. It was fun. A couple laughs this week, which is always a good time. And Michael, I'm going to do a live Facebook update of you tonight in the bar.
Oh, boy,
Perfect.
perfect.
All right. I'll talk
Thanks,
to you guys
everyone.
later.
All right.
Bye.